RAZA for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got the master knowledge himself, Mr. Spencer Fearon. Spence, how are we doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good, brother.
Looking sharp today. Nice fresh haircut?
No, actually, it's not a fresh haircut. I haven't been to the barbers in... usually I go to the barbers like 3 times a week. But now that the hair's starting to grow, I'm just kind of leaving it and I'm just getting shaped up. So, yeah, you know how it goes. We got that good hair. You know how it goes.
Should I tell you though, it does actually make you look younger. Some very strange reason.
A lot of people are saying that, but I still got the grays and I got grays around the side. So, like I said, I'm so grateful for having the grays because in this time of this pandemic, right, you can't get grey hairs in a cemetery.
Big news hit the boxing world this week. Another athlete, well, we were talking about Big Baby Miller, Jarrell Miller, again has failed a drugs test. Just wanted your instant reaction when you heard the news break on social media. What was your kind of instant reaction?
My instant reaction was, I actually feel sorry for Jay Prince. I actually feel who started to manage him. I know Jay Prince very, very well. There's not a week that I'll go by that me and him don't speak. And I felt sorry for him and also his publicist, Alvina Alston, who is a dear friend of mine. She's like my sister. So when I'm looking at those kind of things, I'm saying, those are the people that I feel sorry for. I don't feel sorry for Jarrell Miller. But if Jarrell was my guy, then I'm going to be backing him. But you can't back that, especially I've seen his a very feeble excuse of what's went down. And at times like this, there's a reason why you've got 2 ears and a mouth. There's a reason. Because you're meant to be doing more listening than talking. But unfortunately, Big Baby Miller should be Big Mouth Miller, right? That's what it should be. Because he's there, right. It's on something like that, it's inexcusable. And it's inexcusable even more so because, like I said, at a time like this is when you find out who your true people are. But if you have wrongfully gone out to cheat, you've deliberately gone out to cheat, then you should be fully chastised to the maximum penalty that there is available for things like this.
He got caught obviously with, I can't remember the name of the exact head. It was similar to what he used.
GW50, 14 and 15 and 16. That's what it was. And it is a metabolic steroid that helps you cut weight. And it also gives you endurance. It's also a supplement, a banned supplement that can also lead to giving you cancer. So I'm saying, is the cheating that much? Do you want to win that much that you're prepared to die? You should have that mindset in how you train, right? Because you got to think there is nothing more powerful than the human mind, and anything that the mind can conceive, it can achieve. But unfortunately, all your talking, everything else seemingly is a fake persona because you actually don't truly believe in yourself. Think about it. You don't truly believe in yourself. And that's that. And I'm going to say again, I don't know Big Baby Miller like that. You know what I mean? I met him once. I don't know you. But what I am saying is I'm disgusted and appalled at that. And that's not me trying to gun you, because there have been other fighters who I know who have been accused and have been acquitted. So, but if it is true, and the samples come up right on the B sample as well, then the book should be thrown at you royally, and you should never be able to box again, especially in the heavyweight division. Especially you're a guy, what, you nearly 300 pounds of fighting as well. the book should be thrown at you, and you should never fight again. Like, bottom line, I just feel sorry for Jay Prince. I feel sorry for Alvina Alston, EPA. I feel sorry for those people, right? I heard that allegedly he was getting just under $1 million to fight on ESPN, right? Against a nobody. That's ridiculous money. So he has royally messed up. So I don't want to hear no talk out of his mouth right now. I'm very, very upset. Very upset. Because I thought, well, maybe they could just kind of like paper over the cracks of the first one. But this time, now you're taking the biscuit. And the book should be thrown at.
Spence, you educated me a little while ago when you said to me that not many fighters who fail a sample will then kind of pass sample B. So it looks very unlikely that he'll pass sample B. But what goes through the state of the mind of a fighter when he's cheated already once with multiple steroids and in his previous sport as well? What goes through that mind to say?
I don't know, because I don't know, because I haven't cheated, so I don't know. So I don't know what goes through any mind. I can't speak on a mind of somebody who's being dishonest. Especially, you have to remember, people could say whatever they want to say about me. Doesn't matter. It becomes frivolous. But the bottom line is this: I love this sport, and I think that people should be handled fairly within the sport, right? That's not just down to. I'm a person who will speak vehemently against injustice, irrespective of who I'm speaking out against. I will speak my mind, and that is just wrong. That is point blank wrong. So I haven't got nothing else to say on the case, to tell you the honest truth. I'm happy that boxing's starting to come back now. It's been hidden, but like I said, the people I feel sorry for is Jay Prince. He's my guy. Trust me, he's my guy. Jay Prince and Alvina Alston. Those two I really feel sorry for. You know what I mean? Because I know the hard work that they put into him to try and regroup him after the last disgusting episode. You just got to think. And you know what? It's kind of weird, because I remember doing a video with you last year when he was due to fight Anthony Joshua. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And he spoke about Anthony Joshua's mother. Do you remember this? And I warned him, never disrespect the mother, because the mother is the closest thing that we have to God. Do you remember that? I remember you was on Fire Hype there. You were on IFL. You were on the Real Big Boys there. You was on Fire Hype, right? And now look, the universe is serious. I'm going to tell everybody now, guard what comes out of your mouth, right? Because therefore, your intentions are your thoughts that come out in your verbal. We have the power within ourselves as human beings to attract and repel anything. Careful what comes out your mouth. Because as it comes out your mouth, it's no longer your own, it's open to interpretation. Now, if you understand this thing or these laws, and you live by these laws, then whatever you think about, you bring about, right? And by your mindset of thinking, it will bring you people, circumstances, and situations of your mindset. So you thought to take a cheating agent substance, you will just get the wrath of that, because you know what? Cheaters never prosper, ever. And what will happen is this: the higher that the monkey climbs is the more that his bottom is exposed. And that's all that's happened to Jarrell Miller. And on that note, I'm leaving it. I'm not going to go on a long rant. I want to keep it under 10 minutes for you guys, right? I'm going to say peace, two fingers to you, Raz, everybody who tunes in to IFL. I've been foundation from day dot. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. And we have some big announcements coming up in the next month or so with MTK Global. So I'm really, really excited to when they get announced.
Spence, before you go, can I ask a couple of other things, if that's okay?
Go on.
At what stage in boxing do we look at a fighter who cheats and says, ban him for life? At what stage? First offense, second offense. At what stage do we unite and say he's banned for life?
This is the analogy that I have to use. You're a really good person, Raz, and you go around to one of your uncle's house and they make a cherry pudding, and you eat the cherry pudding, and you're over the alcohol limit of to drive a vehicle, and you're driving back home, and you get stopped by the police, and they breathalyze you, and they say, "Oh well, you're over the limit." When you go to court, the judge doesn't say, "Well, okay, we're going to bear into consideration that you were, you had some cherry pudding at your mom's, and that's what happened." No, you're going to be banned. So we have to have this no tolerance for nonsense like this, and then we'll see. That's how it goes. You know when people say like, winners never quit and quitters never win? No, it is cheaters never win and winners never cheat. That is it. And that's where I stand on it. And it should go across the board on all sport, but more so when it comes to combat sport, because your major intention is to hit somebody on the chin and render them unconscious for more than 10 seconds. So therefore, if you are cheating, what you're doing, you're taking a substance that is enabling you to try and kill somebody.
Spencer, so away from Germany, I just want to ask you, a couple of days ago, Tyson Fury put out a video, unfortunately put out a video where he had to clarify all these rumors that were going about his gloves and he was cheating and he had things in his gloves. Could you just give me your reaction to the whole scenario? Firstly, the accusation and
bro, seriously, I ain't got no reaction. Deontay Wilder was beaten with skill, not with gloves. He was beaten with skill. And I'm going to be real with you. I think a lot of Black Americans, and it's not me speaking against, because I'm a person of color, right? A lot of Black Americans were the ones that were screaming and shouting about the illegal use of the gloves, and the gloves were right. But Jay Diaz was in the corner in the changing room with Tyson Fury when he's getting his hands wrapped, right? So surely he would have saw something, right? So I don't know. I've seen the video. Yeah, the gloves did look suspect, but we don't know. That could just be through sweat, through heat. Because you know what? Go watch Ali Frazier 1974. Right? Sorry, 1975. My apologies. Right? Last fight. Their last fight. The Thriller in Manila. Ali's gloves looked indented as well through the heat and the sweat and everything else. So, right, was Ali cheating? No, he wasn't cheating. Right, go look back on the fight tapes. Joe Frazier's gloves were indented as well. So, before we want to, everyone said, "Oh well, we think that it was this and that." I don't believe that Tyson Fury cheated. I don't believe so. But bottom line is this: it was not. When Deontay Wilder got knocked down the second time, it was from a body shot. Right? Deontay Wilder got beaten by skill. Didn't get beaten. It's not like, oh, when was Tyson Fury being an out-and-out puncher? A lot of these guys are saying these kind of things, right? I'm saying no. Tyson Fury was using skill and athleticism to befuddle Deontay Wilder. And furthermore, Deontay Wilder, and people think I've got something against him. I haven't got nothing against him. I think he's accomplished a hell of a lot with limited ability. And that's the truth. But take away Deontay Wilder's punching power, what else does he bring to the table? And that's not me disrespecting Deontay Wilder, because I box and I ain't accomplished a quarter of what that man's accomplished. Right? But bottom line is this: I'm still the knowledge. And I'm telling you now, study this game, watch this game properly. And unfortunately, Deontay Wilder didn't have the technical ability or the technical prowess to deal with the technical ability that was brought to him by Tyson Fury. That is it. So all of this glove conspiracy and this and blah, 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 spare me it now, man, because the fight's done. But I think a lot of Black people in America have been upset to the fact that Tyson Fury, this white boy from the UK, came over and beat up Deontay Wilder in Black History Month. And that's the truth. I spoke to loads of them. As though, oh, we can't take it. There's got to be something dodgy going on there. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. There's got to be something. Just take it as it is. We got beaten by the better man. Brush yourself off, come back again. Right? Because if I could punch like Deontay Wilder, you can never ever write that person off. Right. And if it was the case, this is the next thing. If it was the case that he was cheating in the gloves, surely they should go bring to the argument to Sugar Hill and ask Sugar Hill, right, what's going on there? What, you made this guy cheat? Bring the question to Sugar Hill. He's a black American. Bring it to him. Or is he just thinking about the money? Spare me all these conspiracy theory nonsense, man. It's nonsense. And it's embarrassing as well.
Spencer's final question, Dylan Whyte and Tyson Fury, your guy Dylan, South London. They had quite a bit of back and forth on Twitter the last week or so. WBC said that at this stage, Dylan Whyte should be the next mandatory and will get his shot at the winner of Wilder Fury. But what did you make of the tweets back and forth between Fury and Whyte? I
think it's excellent. Right? This is boxing. This is not tiddlywinks. Right? This is what it is. This is boxing. So you're meant to go at you and the guy are rivals. You're meant to go at each other. The best is meant to fight the best. Dylan Whyte has been proven. Just imagine if Dylan Whyte had a version of a world title, nobody would have complained about him defending a version of his world title against Joseph Parker. Nobody would have complained about him defending against Rivas. Nobody would have complained about Dylan Whyte fighting Lucas Brown at the time when Lucas Brown was unbeaten and calling those world title fights. So Dylan Whyte is an uncrowned champion as far as I'm concerned. And we have not seen this happen in the heavyweight division where somebody has been studiously avoided for whatever reasons since the 60s. And since the 60s, we have to go with 1959 when people were running scared of a man called Charles Sonny Liston, right? They didn't want no part of him. This is what we have to say. This is the only thing that we can liken it to, right? He's been on and really, and like I said, and my heart goes out to Dylan. I do pray that he gets a shot, but I believe that he will get a shot. He will get a shot. I believe that he will get a shot.
Do you think Dylan can upset the apple card with Fury, Joshua?
Why can't he? Everybody who's got a heartbeat, who's fit and got two hands, has got a chance in this heavyweight division. And that's that. Because if we go split the page last year, nobody ever thought that Andy Ruiz, apart from me, could have upset Anthony Joshua. They laughed at the fact of this Michelin man coming in there looking roly-poly and he causing an upset. So anything's heavyweight boxing. And what I am saying is that Dylan Whyte is the most improved heavyweight that we've had in recent times, technically, right? Technically, and he's constantly learning. So therefore, I've got to big up Dylan Whyte. But at the same time, I still got to big up Anthony Joshua. I've got to big up Tyson Fury, because never in the history of heavyweight boxing have we had a lineal champion, a man that also holds multiple belts, and then another guy who's the number one contender. We've never ever had that. So we should be embracatory of all of these things that's happened in British boxing, and we should be flying the flag for our country.
Just a final question, Spence. Would you be gutted if Fury, if he was victorious against Wilder, was elevated to franchise champion and Dylan Whyte didn't fight Fury for the WBC, but rather the next contender, whoever that is?
No, I wouldn't be. And I'm going to tell you why. Right's right. Dylan Whyte deserves a shot, right? And that is it. Dylan Whyte does deserve a shot. But if you to put it out to general consensus, more people will be more interested in watching Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua than they would, right, only on this case here, right? All the other times it's been bullshit. But they would be more interested in saying, but right's right, fair's fair. If they had that, then it should be written in a contract that they have to defend against Dylan Whyte, and also that he should be compensated for the weight financially. And if they did that, I believe they could do something like that, then I'd be cool with it. Otherwise, give Dylan Whyte his shot, man, and done this foolishness.
Spencer Fearon for IFL TV, thank you very much.
Peace.